I'll be talking about the Fourth Amendment. The Fourth Amendment is based on the protection of the people. This amendment outlaws unreasonable searches and seizures. In order for the FBI to search your house for any evidence to convict yourself or others for a crime, you must have a search warrant granted by the grand jury. Do you know what a search warrant is? A search warrant is a document saying that they have the right to search through your things. Also, this amendment protects us from being wrongly checked and being arrested. Did you know the Fourth Amendment was created to buffer the U.S. and the power of the law enforcement?
And I will be talking about the Fifth Amendment. The Fifth Amendment follows a lot of laws, like one, it protects the individual rights of people. Do you know what that means? It means that it protects the people from being compelled to a witness against himself in a criminal case. No person shall be held to answer for a capital of the grand jury. Interesting, right? Well, there's more information to come. Have you ever heard of self-incrimination? Well, self-incrimination is where the amendment protects the people from having to witness against themselves.
The Sixth Amendment states that the people have the right to a public and fair trial. A suspect who has a court hearing and cannot afford one, they will be appointed to one. Have you heard of your Miranda rights?
What are Miranda rights?
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used you against in the court of law. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you.
In the Seventh Amendment, it codifies the rights to a jury trial in certain cases. It also values the controversy and will exceed $20 when the rights of the trial by the jury has been preserved. And did you know that the Seventh Amendment can also be re-examined in any court of the United States?
The Eighth Amendment is based on the limits and fines and punishments. Did you know bail that is not excessive is not required? Neither is imposed fines or cruelness.
As the U.S. Constitution was set out to be voted on, the Anti-Federalists demanded that there should be a Bill of Rights. The Virginia Ratifying Convention tried to come up with a plan by proposing an amendment that included that the Congress' power should not be reason to extend their power. So that proposal led to the agreement on making the Ninth Amendment. This amendment was based on the section of the Bill of Rights. Did you know that the Ninth Amendment was added to the United States Constitution on September 5th in 1789 and was then voted by 9 out of 12 states? James Madison was the one who presented this proposal of the Ninth Amendment and to the House of Representatives. The Ninth Amendment searched for the rights that still could not be taken away from the government. Want to know a fun fact about the Ninth Amendment? Well, the Ninth Amendment is used mainly to stop the government from growing in their power than rather just limiting their power.
This amendment was intended to confirm the understanding of the people. Powers is not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited by the states. Power struggles between federal and state governments were happening.
This was to protect the growth of what the British had used over the colonies. This was added to the Constitution because it was very important and persistence of the Anti-Federalist allies. The 10th Amendment is making sure that there is liberty in the United States.
The amendment was intended to confirm the understanding of the people. The Sixth Amendment states that
Seventh. Oh, never mind.
Do you know your Miranda rights?
This was I cannot do that. This was
This amendment was intended. I swear. Sixth Amendment states that the people have right to.
Exactly.